Good morning, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. It's your girl, Yana, of Yana in the chat. Y'all, I have been giving something to drink. I've been talking all morning. I have some news to share. Y'all ready? I submitted Silver Crown Productions to Rolanda's casting call that some of you on the front porch said I should submit to. So I've put myself out there. And good morning. So, this is a big move for me. I know y'all are wishing me the best and sending up some prayers. Jamil, what is this? He called her a crackhead, didn't he? Hey, Chris Sims, safe travels. Larry Ten Toes, I see you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I believe that too. I believe it was a test, Panette. I do. Marine biologist Kara Odom, Sandra Smith, Eric Kelly, Michael Bostonette and J Dub, Lady D, Big Sean, well, Tosh at? Thank you so much. All right, y'all, I'm gonna pray right quick because right now I need my mind to be settled. Let me hide why I messed up my shirt. Okay. Lord, we thank you for bringing us through another week. And Lord, we thank you for bringing us through another time into another gathering on the front porch. Lord, I thank you for all these people who you have blessed me with as my subscribers, my members, my followers, my cheerleaders, Lord, my intercessors, and all of that. Lord God, I thank you for them right now. Lord, I ask you to keep them safe as they move about. Lord, keep their family safe. Lord, if there's anything troubling their minds and their spirits, Lord, I pray that you would just step in and fix it. Lord, we know you may not come when we want you to, but we know you right on time. Father God, right now I ask that as I go forth this morning, that you guard my tongue and my mind as I address some things and as we go through and have our skit shenanigans so that we can laugh it up and go through our day with a bit of humor and a bit of laughter from deep in our soul. Father God, I bless your name and I praise you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Whew. What are you talking about, Tay Bonnie? But what was wrong? Brooke ain't showed no attitude. Why is my husband calling me? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Go back to front. Okay. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a lot of them slithering around here. Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye. I'm sorry about that, y'all. J Dub, what's up? Keisha, what's going on? Thank you for telling everybody to hit the like button. We got 63 on the front porch. Y'all, please hit that like button. Okay, so here we go. So y'all, I was saying to Tay Boney, what did Brooke do? Because I haven't. If there's another skit that's dropped aside from the ones that I just reviewed and posted, I hadn't seen it yet. So let me see. I don't see what was wrong with Brooke said to her mom. She wasn't disrespectful. I don't see what was wrong with what she said to Shar. And it is Brooke's choice. It's Brooke's choice. This is Brooke's graduation. It's her choice whether Bethany shows up at the actual graduation. That is a public space. Now, Shar's house, that's something different. Speaking of showing up, what I'm showing you right now is my reaction to that I did the other day. I had this challenge on the front porch. And y'all know I love a challenge. Isidria H5X said, I disagree with you. This is on my thing. Brooke stands up to Shar in favor of Bethany attending graduation. Thank you, Chris Sims. I appreciate that. I agree. Isidra-H5X said, I disagree with one of your points. Larry may have wanted Shar at their home for Thanksgiving, but Bethany did not agree to it. Which I said, I don't think I ever said Bethany agreed to Shar come. Matter of fact, Bethany was not going to even come to Thanksgiving because Shar was going to be there. But Bethany did not agree to it and did everything she could to spoil it so that she would leave. And she did. She did come in and spoil. That is part true. Okay. So I did a reply and said, I didn't think I said that. Matter of fact, this is what I specifically said. And of course, it don't want to drag down. Let's go. So I said, that's not what I said. I said Bethany did not want her at Thanksgiving, but she did invite her herself for Christmas. So then she came back and she said, and Isidra said, and I love challenges on the front porch, so please understand, I'm not upset with anyone. I said, respectfully, check out. No, she came back and said, respectfully, check out at 2:02. She's talking about my reaction in this video, which I'm about to play for you. And then I'm going to play something else. Larry and Shar at his house for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Bethany did not like it, but Bethany did not have a say, which that's true. My point was that she did not agree with Thanksgiving. Christmas was a different story. I just love these storylines and going back in time, piecing the pieces together when meeting the minds connects. Thanks for your feedback. Okay. So here's what I said. I went back. Y'all know me. I'm like a little encyclopedia. I went back and pulled it up. Now, Thanksgiving, Bethany did not want Shar there. Or let me correct myself. Let me come back over here. Let me play what I said in this skit. I'm going to take myself down for a minute. I'm still here, but I'm going to take myself down right quick.
She might get away with some stuff with me, but she ain't gonna get away with no stuff with my family.
Okay, so let me say this. Larry had Shara at his house for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying this. Larry had Shara at his house for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Bethany did not like it, but Bethany did not have a say. It was what Larry wanted, so she agreed. Now, Christmas, Bethany was cool because, you know, she was trying to call herself trying to be nice, right? Okay, so I'm pausing right there. I'm pausing right there for a reason, because I'm about to show y'all something. Christmas was not Larry's idea. So in that, okay, I may have misspoken, but I did say Christmas was a different story because Bethany was trying to be nice. Okay. The reason why Bethany was trying to be nice because she knew she pissed the man off Thanksgiving. She knew she showed her behind. She knew Jaden was coming. So she knew what she was doing. She was being calculating. She's trying to get on Larry's good side and also trying to like a bigger person once Jaden came. Because in that skit for Christmas, Bethany said she knew Jaden was coming. She knew Jaden was a surprise. Bethany said that. Okay, so let's go to the Christmas skit. Okay. I'm going to pull these up. Because it was not Larry who invited Shara to Christmas. It was not Larry. It was Bethany.
You about ready to go?
Yeah.
What mall are you gonna go to?
Maybe Perimeter Mall.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go to Cumberland
My
so
maiden
that
name is
we're
Thomas too.
not gonna see each other's gifts and stuff like that.
Right.
So, okay. All right. So I was thinking, would you mind if I invited Shara over for Christmas?
Look at Larry's face. Bethany is the one that invited Shara over for Christmas. It was Bethany's idea. And if you remember, if you recall, once Shara, which I'm going to show this now, I just wanted to see that. I wanted to see that. In this skit, somehow the video ain't available no more. Hold on. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. In this skit, right, Keisha, to your point, she invited Shar to get on Larry's good side after she cut up at Thanksgiving. I think you meant Thanksgiving. But she didn't know Lynette was coming. But she knew Jaden was coming because she admitted that. She knew Jaden was supposed to be Larry's surprise guest. She didn't know what Jaden's surprise was for Larry, but she knew Jaden was coming.
Turn off the TV.
Yes, Christine. That attack was predominantly focused on Lynette because Lynette showed up. I think if Lynette had not showed up, she would have jumped on Shara.
Bethany?
Hey, Shara. Do you have a second? I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah, what's up, Bethany?
What plans do you have for Christmas?
I mean, you know, I'm sitting here getting the girls' gifts together now. My sister's coming into town. So, you know, I'm going to, get the girls maybe,
Night, Lady
Christmas
that was
Eve.
gonna be the next
I don't
announcement
know.
after I showed.
Maybe that night or something, and they can spend some Christmas with me.
Okay. Well, what about this? What about if you and Duchess come over and spend Christmas here at the house?
Yes, she was.
Oh, hell no. Girl, Bob, you know I ain't doing that. After what happened at Thanksgiving? No.
I talked to you yesterday and I apologized from the heart. It was genuine. And I don't want another Thanksgiving. I really do want us to try and start, being better, trying to get along, if not for my sake, if not for your sake, for Brooke's sake, okay, and for my marriage sake.
So she was trying to fix her. This right here was her trying to fix her marriage with Larry because she knew she pissed him off, embarrassed him, and hurt him really bad Thanksgiving because he got so mad he left. She also mentioned for the sake of her marriage and for the sake of Brooke. Even when she said no, you're right, Looney. Even when she said no, it wasn't nasty. Now back to Lady D's point. Lady D was like,
And so I thought I would,
Shara went to Larry and it was like, she done invited me. You know about this? So this was my point when I was saying that. I didn't go into these. Maybe I need to start pulling in some of these in some of my my reactions. That means I'm gonna have to watch stuff before I react to it. But my point is, Shara has witnessed Bethany acting a slap fool too many times. She witnessed her Thanksgiving when Larry convinced her to come. She showed out really bad Thanksgiving. She witnessed her cutting the fool Christmas. Brooke was the witness and told her mom and Destiny, called them on the phone and told them about the fight when they went there for the birth of Jaden's baby. Thank you, J-Dub. I appreciate it. So my point, and I don't think she was challenging me or nothing like that. It was a nice, when I say challenge, it was a nice challenge on the front porch that made me have to go back and look and double check and make sure I spoke correct. So I just wanted to let me pull this up and let me show this. Let me show this receipt of what actually did happen. So Isidra and I think we both were right in me being more casual in what I was saying. It may have seemed like I was implying something that I wasn't implying. Sheila Riston, bring me some receipts of Larry embarrassing Bethany in front of a whole bunch of people. That's all I'm gonna say. So, she was definitely worse at Pernell Christmas party. But this is more about what at their home and specifically about Shara. But you're right, she was worse at Pernell's. So Shara has witnessed her at family functions and public family created functions cutting the food. So Shara's opinion and what she went to talk to Larry about, it was valid. I never said that what Shara said and her what was not valid. It was not valid at all. It was valid. Shara was valid in her feelings. My only point in that time, and I'll still say this, even with what we saw in my reactions in the skits from yesterday evening and late last night, my thing is, J Dub, that was that fight. But guess what? Bethany's tricking him to come and try to fight the man. You know? So it still was on Bethany. So I guess my point is, I don't have to talk so loud. I keep forgetting I got on the microphone. I don't have to talk so loud. So my thing is that Bethany has shown enough to where Shara was right to feel like, she came over to her house that day for Brooks college selection, and she cut up there. Even though she was quiet, she still cut up. She didn't interact with everybody. She didn't try to have fun. She brought a dark cloud of energy with her. So that was that. I wanted to show this and show exactly what happened for Christmas. Thanksgiving was Larry's invite to Shara. Christmas was Bethany's invite to Shara as a means of making things up to Larry and Brooke, because at this point, they wasn't messing with her. And Brooke had enough of her. So now we got Shara in Bethany's place of being able to invite her somewhere. And Shara saying, don't come to graduation. I think I know why Shara does not want her at graduation. Yes, she's going to cut up. But once they leave graduation, they're likely making a beeline to Shara's house for dinner. So she doesn't want her at the dinner. So I didn't say Shara was wrong per se of expressing her opinion, but it was not Shara's right to make the decision whether or not Bethany came to the actual graduation, because that is Brooke's day. That should be Brooke's decision. Y'all get it? Okay. So I just want to address that came up on the thing. Now we can return to our regular scheduled shenanigans. We also had another comment asking a question about a second line, what the second line was. Let me see if I can find that comment. Where is it? It may have gotten over, but one watcher, one front porch guest wanted to understand what a second line is. I explained it, so I'm going to explain it here. A second line is the line of onlookers, people from the line of onlookers. It's a New Orleans tradition. It's a Louisiana tradition, okay, particularly in New Orleans. And it usually comes after you have the initial funeral parade. So initially onset from, and then also Mardi Gras, and then weddings and other significant events, right? People will throw a parade. And as they parade down the street, you have the main line of jazz professionals or whatever who are playing the instruments and leading the parade. Once that primary line of musicians and singers and dancers kind of push on through, then behind that, other people join in. other onlookers will join in. They hence become the second line. That's what a second line is. Okay. All right. So now let's get to analyzing the mess that is going to ensue today. Because y'all already know it's about to be some mess, right? Yes, it's the brass connection. Thank you so much, Kizzy. Okay, Margaret Buchanan, you're very welcome. And thank you for asking that question. Some people don't ask questions as they feel like, oh, they're going to think I'm crazy. They think their questions are dumb and all of that. But I'm so glad that you were bold enough to get in there and ask the question to understand a little bit more about culture. And I want to say Black culture, but I don't even consider this Black culture. I think it's more Louisiana culture. Like the thing, what I love about the United States, except for what we got going on now, is that each region, each state, they have their own unique things. So we're like many countries within a larger country, right? And everybody's got their own little swag and little way of doing things, right? You know, like you got the South, and there's a comedian, I can't think of her name right now, but she was on a podcast. She explained really, really clearly like what the South is. So you have the Appalachian South. So you got the South below the Mason-Dixon line. That's technically considered the South, right? But then you have a different parts of the South. You've got the Deep South, which is Georgia is part of the Deep South. And then you have Appalachia. Them people that be up there in the mountains. Up there where you got bluegrass and all of that stuff. Thank you, Big Sean, for coming in and adding that in there. It's a Louisiana thing. Definitely. So I love that about us, and I love that about our different things. Even Atlanta has now created its own identity. And they say that the South, Georgia, is losing its accent. We're not losing our accent. We just have so many people that have now come and converged in Atlanta because of the cost of living in Georgia, that we technically in Atlanta don't really have that Southern accent anymore. But then you run up on a Georgia peach like me. And honey, when we stop code switching, shoot. Huh. All right, so we're talking about Larry and Bethany. Let's go look at the shenanigans. Let's just replay them. And somebody please be on skip watch for me, okay? The Delta South. Madison, can you explain what the Delta South is? Is that like the Mississippi Delta? I love the front porch. Yes, and even within Louisiana, Big Sean, y'all got different flavors in there because you got the Cajuns, you got the it's another set. Oh, what's the other one, Sean? You know what I'm talking about? Because Justin Wilson was a Cajun, and there was a guy, he did a Cajun accent in True Blood, and he's actually a pretty. I like this guy as an actress. Hold on a second. We got a challenge. Here's a front porch shenanigans challenge. How do you spell Bethany's breathing and crying? HUHU-HU-HU-HAL. Need help spelling it. You are crazy, Styles. You crazy. Okay, Madison says it's deep down south. Yes, you got Creole, but the Creoles have their own culture though within Louisiana. Big Sean and Cheryl. That's what I'm trying to understand, because I know Creole is like a group of people there, like a mixed heritage, mixed race group of people there. But do they have their own types of traditions and stuff? Everybody's saying French cold. Monique Blaze said Frenchman. Geechee. The Gullah Geechee, they are in Georgia. The Gullah Geechee, I don't know of them being in Louisiana, but that some of them may have helped form that Creole tradition in Louisiana. But Gullah Geechees are over there in the far eastern, not the Everglades, well, that's Florida, but over there in that Georgia, South Carolina, it's like over in Savannah region, is where you have the Gullah Geechee tradition. That's where you have it, because that was like, I want to say it might have been the last of the people that came over for slavery, and they weren't allowed to sell them, so they like just settled them right there, and they put them in like what they thought was the worst part of the state, a worst area, because it's real swampy, and they essentially did what other people in the swamplands do. They turn it into something. They learn how to work the land and make it be something for them. I have ancestors on my father's side that were French Indian. I do a lot of genealogy research. You down South Florida. See, when I think of Florida, Keisha, I don't think of Florida as being the South. Thank you, Danielle Little. It started in South Carolina, but the thing is, South Carolina and Savannah, right there where that Gullah Geechee tradition is at, they're right there on the border of both, because we have them, they've actually been fighting for their land, and part of that land runs right there into that Savannah, South Carolina. Savannah is Georgia, so right there, Savannah to just that lower part of South Carolina right there, and they're trying to take their land. And they won a big case not too long ago. Oh, Larry tired of Bethany. Larry tired of him some Bethany. Keisha says almost all her family is from Georgia. I missed it. And I have Geechee in me as well. Hey, Carol Smith. When he said it, you want dope, I was like, what? I know I got so excited when Shar said she was going to have her family there at A. Williams. I was like, what? We're going to meet some of Shar family. They'll be going to tap Bethany behind up. Okay, here she go finding out. Let's run this. Hey, Apostle Clark, let's run this. They did raise crops and slaves. Thank you for the education.
Hey, girls. Here, the girls still here. I wanted to make it home.
They left a long time ago.
Oh.
Sure, I can't pick up. They've been gone.
You know what? I tried. I'm not moving as fast as I wanted to, but I tried to get here.
Okay. Well.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Sure, I can't pick the girls, and she voiced an opinion to me
About?
Brooks' graduation.
Good morning, Deborah.
What about it?
She voiced her opinion that she doesn't want you to attend Brooks' graduation.
What do you mean she doesn't want me to attend Brooks' graduation?
That's what she says. She says she don't feel like you should be able to attend Brooks' graduation based off your past history of blow-ups and...
Girl, breathe. Why she can't breathe, y'all? What, I mean...
things. So,
Larry,
Sarah, you crazy.
I'll be damned if I'm not going to get to go to this. I already didn't get to go see her tour the college campus and see all of that stuff because that's a life step that I really wanted to be there for, and I've helped raise that girl.
See how she flipped? It's a lifestyle. Florida is close to Jamaica in that I think it's closer to the Bahamas. Yep, he saw the real Bethany come back out. And somebody, was it you, Lady D? Somebody said, Sheila Risden, please don't do that. You know what? I'm going to let you do that because you got to write your own opinion. But since you calling Larry trash, don't be on here when somebody come for you for saying Larry's trash. When you see he's sitting there with this racist behind woman, I can't help you because they're going to say what they want to say. You better be ready to defend your position on the front porch because I'm not going to be defending everybody on here. If you got a point of view, you need to be able to handle it because they're going to come for you. Chris Sims, so Miss Ayana, what do you think was Larry's motives in this moment? I be damn, that girl, she doesn't exude love. I think Larry's motives in that moment, when she came in the house and she said, "You good? You okay? You sure?" I think Larry had been sitting there while she was gone, thinking of a way to manipulate Bethany not to end up going to this thing. I think, and I said this in my reaction, one of my reactions to this whole line of skits right here. I think Larry, one, was protecting Shar, trying to give Shar what she wanted, but I also think Larry was trying to take pressure off of Brooke because he knows his daughter. See, Brooke gonna be thinking, you know what? Shar gonna be trying to talk to Brooke, and also Brooke and Destiny gonna be trying to talk to Brooke, and then Brooke gonna be thinking, you know, she messed up everything. Brooke might be replaying back in her head Montana and Christmas and Thanksgiving and all them other things, and then feeling torn between whether she wants her there or not. Initially, yeah, why wouldn't I? But then later on, Brooke on her own may start thinking of some stuff. So if Bethany just doesn't show up, that takes the pressure off Brooke. That's my thought. I could be wrong, but that's my thought. Like I said, somebody said Larry's not trash, but he's not, but he is a punk. Red Gal says, "Oh, Sheila, you doing too much, but trash." I ain't gonna repeat that. I told you when you do it, you got to be ready because they're gonna come for you. Thank you, Chris Sims. You're very welcome. I'm glad we tend to be on the same page. Yes, A. Williams. He wants to be with Shar, Brooke, and their families in peace because Tamara gonna be there, Pernell gonna be there. Now we know Shara's family gonna be there. And I'm gonna say this, and I think I'm okay saying this on this platform. Black people as a culture are very welcoming of white people into their events. In other words, they get invited to the cookout. Even when some of them don't deserve to be invited to the cookout, there's still somebody that's going to invite them to the cookout. Okay? This may not be a cookout that Bethany needs to be at. Graduation, she can sit anywhere. She don't have to sit in the shower or none of that. But if she go to Shara house cutting the food, she can get turned on real quick. They can initially be welcoming. Notice what, like the aunt and the cousin, when Bethany went to New Orleans, they tried to be nice to her, but she came up in the ugly. So if that's the energy you want to come with, coming up in my home, because you think you privileged you can do that, we can give you something. We give you a little different, hence the cousin. Then you get Shar coming during the school trip for Brooke. Same scenario almost Even the people that were guests didn't act like Bethany acted in that woman's home, in the aunt's home. And before they left, they were asking where Bethany was. Before they left that trip, they told Larry to get back together with Shara. They'll turn on you quick. When you show them your behind, they're going to show you hell. No, when you show us your behind, we're going to show you hell. He's a punk at time, but he's not a piece of trash. Brooke did decide. But he is doing stuff to get a reaction out of her because he don't trust Bethany. He know Bethany going to try to take... Look what Bethany did in Montana, Sheila. That girl was giving her soon-to-be sister-in-law, the baby's aunt, an opportunity to feel the baby's belly. And Bethany stole that bonding moment from them. She didn't cut a fool, but she did steal that bonding moment from them. Making about her with this fake behind pregnancy. This is his baby's day, and he wants her to enjoy it. Thank you. She don't really want him to come. She don't care one way or the other if she come, but she don't want to take the moment from her because it was in her life. I get it, but it should be Brooke's decision. But I also get where Shara's coming from. And Larry in this moment is trying to protect himself, his peace, his ex's peace, and his daughter's peace in the whole family because he know Bethany gonna go there and she gonna do something. She's either gonna try to pass out and steal the moment. She gonna do something. Sheila, I'm a big girl. All right, Sheila, I just wanted to look out for you and say, okay, girl, you want to put it out there like that? Looney says Larry is done. Should he be singing sweet nothings to this basket case? She manifested this through her actions. She should be thrilled that she finally gets it right. And Looney, I saw what you said earlier. You didn't want to come because she's going to show out. Yes, she's going to show out. She's going to show out. He definitely should not be singing sweet nothings to her. Looney says, that's it, Madison. She gonna get that Molly Wop. She gonna get that Molly Wop. Looney says that Sheila, she didn't let him finish. If she kept her mouth shut, thank you, she would have heard that Brooke stood up for her and wanted her there. She's a basket case, point blank. See, Bethany wants Larry to shut everybody out and shut everybody down for her. For Destiny's Sweet 16, she said she's a child. She's a child, but it was her birthday, and Larry said he's going to give her what she wanted for her birthday. Bethany wanted Larry to say, bump it. I don't care if it's your birthday, Bethany coming. So then it's not her birthday. This woman that just talking about putting her in jail, calling the police on her, a 15-year-old child who done nothing to her but stood up to her. She ain't put her hands on her. Sheriff Flanagan says, in the skit where Larry called Bethany a narcissist, he was speaking the truth. There's no way and no one who can change it. That's it. That's it, J-Dub. He's a punk, but not. He got to be smooth with the way he move right now, though, because he don't want to mess up. He don't want to mess up Brooke's day. Oh, they know, Cheryl. I believe you, Auntie. They know about Bethany, and they're gonna be sitting on ready. Red Gal comes through and says, thanks, Keisha. I say that as someone who has always been on Larry's neck, but I've never seen him as trash. Punk and soft, yes, but he improved a lot. He has made a total 180. Styles said Larry been on fire ever since he got off that Memorial Day grill. Done. Lady D says, now that's what I think is going to happen. She is not going to the ceremony, but she's going to show up at Shara's house drunk off them margaritas. Either that, or she going to go to the graduation and she going to stage a fake heart attack. Just like she did that girl at Montana when they was trying to bond over touching that baby. Notice, when that girl checked her about touching her belly when she first got there, she didn't holler about no miscarriage back then. Y'all remember that? She didn't holler about a miscarriage until she saw Brooke. It was Brooke's moment to bond with her nephew and her nephew's mom and her brother. It was Brooke's moment. And she took it from her. Pennette Lee says, Bethany thinks just because she's married to Larry, she can do and say whatever she wants to people and his family, and Larry will protect her like he'd been doing all along. But now Larry's out. Larry is a tough. This is Leroy. This is Larry. This ain't Larry. This is Larry. Or Leroy. He ain't with that bull no more, y'all. He ain't with that. Hey, Kizzy, I hope you're doing well, sis. Ayana, I can see Bethany thinking she's definitely privileged when she visits Brooke at college. And if Bethany thinks she can show off at this college thing again, she will be escorted out ASAP. Not only that, y'all, I learned something when my oldest son went off to college. And it's something that pissed me off. And when I told my mom about it, I said, yep, it's different now. When Brooke goes off to college, unless Brooke signs some kind of waiver that says that the college can talk to her parents, kind of like what they do with like HIPAA in the doctor's office. Unless Brooke signs a paper saying that the school has her permission to talk to her mom, her dad, Bethany, or anybody about her, the school can't tell them nothing. Bethany could call up there all day long trying to talk about Brooke, get information on Brooke. They ain't gonna tell her nothing. That's whether it's a PWI or an HBCU. They ain't gonna tell her a doggone thing. Nothing. The matter is, I'm not my ancestors. I'm whoop your ass. Right, J Dub, but that don't make him trash. I think Bethany that may be Bethany's doing. Bethany may check herself into a mental institution to try to say Larry ran her crazy. She done tried the hospital and that didn't work. She may try to commit suicide. Can I say that? She may try to unalive herself.
And now all of a sudden you're going to listen to everything that Shara says and you're going to agree with her and say that I can't go to the graduation?
Calm down.
No, don't tell me to calm down.
See,
I can tell you're already on her side about this.
You don't know a thing. I told you something that maybe I shouldn't have told you. I could have kept it from you, not say anything at all.
So what are you telling me? Are you
generous by telling you what she said?
No, you're not being generous. You're not, because you would immediately shut that down and you would have told her that that's not okay.
Just like you voicing your opinion right now, I'll let her voice hers.
Hey, Auntie Riri, you want to come up? Yeah, I got to say unalive. It came out so easy, y'all. I'm sorry. It is not funny. I don't mean it. I don't mean to make light of that. Believe me, I don't, because I was there a couple of years ago. So I get it. Let you throw on the wig, girl. You sound like me. Cage down. I'm gonna see all shades of colors now. I know she don't know it. She see red, black. Oh, thank you. What? But Auntie Ree, you've been doing this a little longer than me. If I need to say the right word, check me. Let me know when you're ready, Riri. Y'all, Auntie Riri is my soror. She's my sorority sister. We Zetas. Z5. Okay. He was trying to let her know what she was walking into. So she wasn't in a space where she wasn't wanted and didn't know. He was trying to help her. She just won't shut up and listen. Yep. You see, you mess up all the time. The moment he said Char's name before he had said anything about her, she tensed up. Yeah, she was ready then. I want them to kiss in front of her. I want them to hug in celebration of their daughter in front of her. If she want to be in the hospital so bad and want to use that, I want him to give her a reason to go to the hospital with a heart attack. That's what I want. That's what I want. Give her a reason to go. Give her something that she can feel. Let her see the real chemistry. Show her the video of them dancing in Puerto Rico. There you go.
Voice an opinion.
And did you tell her absolutely no?
That's what I'm saying. I need a good long.
So once again, and you wonder why I'm so stressed.
You wonder why nobody wants you at any place because of how you acting right now.
Maybe and you wonder why nobody wants you. Like he hit all the notes, and she couldn't hear because she was trying to make it about her. She couldn't hear. And I don't feel sorry for her. I don't. I think Bethany is delusional. I think she's definitely mental. But I think she's been this way her whole life, and her daddy has acted like it wasn't the case. Which is why Greg has his lawsuit. Lady D says, Bethany pissed me off when she said, your ex-wife who lost custody. Yes, that part right there. Instant heart attack. Right.
Because look how you acting right now. That was Shara's opinion.
You're saying that she's right, that I shouldn't go to the graduation.
Look how you acting. Yeah.
That I'm upset that your ex-wife who lost custody of her daughter, and I took her place for a while.
You didn't take her place.
As a fill-in mother? As a fill-in mother.
What, are you, a surrogate?
I didn't say I gave birth to her.
You don't have to give birth to be a surrogate. A surrogate is just a temporary or just an artificial mother.
Either way.
I love it when he hit her with the real definition of surrogate. Because this woman has, in her emasculation of this man, she has called him dumb. She's called him uneducated. She done implied that he ain't got good sense. This just gave me so much joy. It's about we're coming up on that time. They build into it.
I have tried so hard to keep it calm, and now you're going to throw this level of stress on me. I just got out of the hospital, Larry, for all of this.
You're about to go back if you keep acting like that.
Let's go to the next one, y'all. Let's go to the next one. Y'all, I was in bed when I saw this. I was like, oh my God, they waited good till I went to bed and started back posting their videos.
I have tried so hard to keep it calm, and now you're going to throw this level of stress on me. I just got out of the hospital, Larry,
Maybe
for all of this.
you're about to go back if you keep acting like that.
How inconsiderate can you
I'm
be?
not being inconsiderate. I'm trying to tell you how you're acting right now.
If I came to you and I had a child that you had helped raise, and I came to you with the exact conversation you just came to me, you would be flipping out too. You would be upset, and you would say, "This is
Not really.
is so." Yes,
Wait
you.
a minute. Larry said, not really. Larry said he wouldn't be flipping out. Yep, they will, instead of getting that kid the help they need. Exactly. I missed Deborah's comment. What did Deborah say? Bethany does not deserve to go to the graduation or party. She's going with ill intention. Oh, now she definitely is. She is triggered now. She is triggered. A few years. What's that, Vanetta?
What?
You know
whole
me.
life.
You don't.
Larry, we've been together for a
Because
while.
I'm not you. I don't act like you. Nobody acts like you. You act like you. And that's the problem. People don't want you around because of the way you act. And you don't seem to comprehend that.
No, maybe I wouldn't have a reason to act the way I act if people treated me the right way.
Everybody?
A
world?
lot of people.
The world.
You know?
You against the world. It's like the world against Bethany, like you're an army of one.
This man was calling her ass out so good in this sketch right here. Because everybody that Bethany has in her orbit has hurt her some kind of way. What's the link, Auntie? What's your email address, Auntie Riri? Look, Auntie Riri, send an email here. If you don't want to put your email address out there, send it here, and I'll send you the link. I know you never trigger an uncaged animal. If Shar didn't move down to ATL, would this be going on? Probably. No, it wouldn't be going on. Let me tell you why. I done told y'all Shar was the antidote. Bethany has been controlling Larry and Brooke, and she has used Brooke to control Larry. It was Shara first, and then Destiny. Those two people were the catalyst to change. Larry's best friend also was in his ear. Pernell was also in his ear. Those factors pulled in together, and Bethany not knowing how to control herself and acting like she had some good doggone sense. All of that together made her act a fool. Yeah. Is this what be going on? That's why this is going on. So maybe not. But it don't change who Bethany is. Bethany's a horrible person. And I'm not going to sit here and act like she's not. She's a horrible person. You claim you love your you claim you love your hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me do this. Hold on. I still got my thought. Y'all keep talking. You claim you love your stepdaughter, but you call her a hoe? Yeah, Looney, that's a great way to put it. He was waking up, but it just would have taken longer. I agree. That's exactly it. It just would have taken longer. No, the way she acted, he don't want her there. Okay, Riri, I'm getting it together now. All right, I just sent it to you, Riri. Riri, I'm in Georgia. I think we might not be that far from each other. Okay. She called Brooke a hoe, trash, liar, tramp. Sure did. Y'all, my comments all of a sudden just caught back up, and now I can't find what I was talking about. It's frustrating, y'all. Yeah. After Nola, she went nowhere else with me. She thrives on control. Think about her with these buildings. She did. She talked about her mama like a dog. Oh, she your birthday, sis? Okay, she in Dallas. I don't know why I thought Auntie Riri was in Atlanta. A. Williams has a question on the floor. She says, do you think Larry and Shar are going to take Brooke to school by themselves? Most likely. I think by the time Brooke goes off to school, Bethany won't be here. I don't think Bethany's going to be here past, this is my guess. I don't know for sure. Nobody's told me this. But if they are filming the new series, the new season starts August or September. And let's say it's a late series. Let's say it's a late series. It's gonna come out in January. I really don't see if this is what truly what's going on with her. I don't think she will be here past maybe August. We may have her to August, and then that's pushing it. And thinking about we still got the court cases got to be settled and all of that. So Child Shar used what she got Larry to get what she wanted to block Bethany from the graduation. And Bethany hate for Shar helped her. Oh, Shar definitely got Larry hooked. And he ain't even got none yet. I know, right? We got to get dressed for the graduation. We got to get us some good seats. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Moonlight. I mean, Regina Kelly. Well, I always thought you were Moonlight. The comments jumping, y'all. Hey, Helene. Right. I forgot about the aunt. The aunt was in his ear. The cousin was in his ear. When the aunt, let me tell you something. When the aunt and the cousin told him to get back with Shar, him and Shar need to get back together. That's all Larry needed to hear. All he needed was for somebody to tell him it's okay to lead that woman. You ain't miss. Well, we don't talk a lot, but you know. Why you want to see Larry with someone totally new? I feel like him and Shar have unfinished business. I feel like they have unfinished business. Y'all, you know she wore that funeral dress on Valentine's Day. She wore her funeral dress on Valentine's Day, so what's supposed to be today, Keisha? Monique Blade, I agree. I don't think Larry wants anybody new. I think he wants to get his wife back. I think she wants him back because anytime somebody try to put them together, she never denies it. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. The graduation is today. But they didn't say what time. See, okay, here's the thing about graduation. Graduation can be 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. They can be 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They can be 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They can be 7, 8 o'clock at night. The bigger question is that we know graduation today, but what time so we can be there? Because I'm finna be sitting here today stalking this channel. I'm about to be stalking this channel. Right. His aunt, thank you, Yvette. His aunt gave him validation. 100%. I think I put this in wrong. No, I didn't put it in wrong. I'm like, why it look weird to me? Pernell, auntie, and cousin Gazelle is drilling Shar in Larry's head. Yup. Even though he carries her in his heart. That's it. No, Helene, Larry did not tell her because Bethany started acting a fool. Let me finish this because I started talking. Let me finish.
Do you ever notice that the only time I ever get into it with anyone is after they start it?
No accountability.
Do you ever notice that?
The lies you tell.
That's not a lie. I'm talking about strangers. If they come up and they say something that blows me up, then I get into it. I don't treat people with rudeness right off the bat. I don't do that.
Really?
Yes, really.
I've seen firsthand how you treat people right off the bat.
Not unless they treat me awfully first. And Larry, this is not the way that this is supposed to go.
I shared with you what Shara said. You just went off on a tangent because I shared with you. Maybe I shouldn't have, that's my fault for, saying something. I shouldn't have said nothing.
Larry took accountability and said he shouldn't have told nothing. He take accountability. He should not have said nothing. That's his fault. He right.
They or somebody like Shara doesn't want you at a special event like Brooks because she feels you're going to ruin it. So at least me telling you, it should have gave you some time to think about how she feels.
Oh, I'm supposed to think about it in 3 minutes of our conversation.
Big Sean, he don't have to cheat. All he got to do is file the divorce papers. That's all he got to do. He filed divorce papers. He can do whatever he want to do.
And I'm just supposed to be like, oh, yeah, you know what? That really makes a lot of sense. I guess it's totally fine that, somebody who's had an integral part in raising my own daughter, shouldn't come to just because we don't like her. And that's exactly what it is. Shar does not like me. She doesn't want me there. And this is why she's doing this.
You don't like her. You don't want her there. I don't.
But you know what? I would never ruin something like a life moment like this for Brooke. Just like I wouldn't have ruined the trip in New Orleans if I would have been on that.
I mean, Bethany, you got a history of ruining things.
And what happens? Somebody else usually is part of that too.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying they're always the cause, but they're part of it too.
Part?
Yes.
You started.
Not always, Larry.
Man, look. Okay.
You're going to sit there and you're going to tell me that you think it's okay and that she's right?
The way you're acting right now? Yeah. I'm going to take her side right now by the way you're acting. You never take accountability. It's always somebody else.
That is the biggest lie. How many times have I told you that I know I'm wrong when I do something? I know that I'm trying to be better, and you know that I'm trying to be better.
If you always say you're trying to be better, yet you never get better.
That's not true.
That's like a crackhead saying, I'm going to stop smoking crack today and smoke crack tomorrow.
You know, you always try to be funny with your analogies.
I'm not trying to be funny.
He ain't trying to be funny. He actually gave a really good analogy. It's like a crackhead saying, I'm going to stop smoking crack today and then start back smoking crack tomorrow. Because that's essentially what Bethany does. And Bethany do act like her drug is cutting the food. Thank you. Me too, Looney. I think circumstances matter. And how do we know?
I'm trying to make a point. So you can get it.
Your point is nil and null, and it's void.
So is it my fault that Shar doesn't want you at her daughter's graduation?
Yes, it's her fault.
Oh, well, like I said, you picked up the slack, so that means your fault too.
How is it my fault?
If Shar wasn't there and you picked up the slack to help raise Brooke, that means it's your fault too.
And what did Brooke have to say about this?
Ask her.
See, she went to running her mouth. Deb, because I'm going to pin your post, because that's what I think is going to happen. She went to running her mouth and reacting without letting him finish telling her the whole story. It's because she heard Shar's name. But she could not have heard Shar's name because Shar said she didn't want. Debbie Cruz says, I said before, it would be hilarious if Bethany bought Brooke a car and Shar bought that new car for Brooke because Shar still has a Land Rover. The fight will be on. Definitely. And I think that's what Bethany, she come back here giddy and stuff like she was doing. I think it's because that's what she went and did. Let's go to the next one. The bedroom scene. He tears her ass up in this bedroom scene.
This is not fair. I don't understand why this keeps happening.
I don't understand why this keeps happening. Why does she not understand, y'all? It's real clear. Somebody she said Larry wasn't telling her how to be a better wife or how to be a better mother. But everything he done told her to do, she done did the opposite. Now she want to sit here on this bed. I don't understand why this keeps happening.
What you crying for now?
What do you think I'm crying for?
I don't know.
She sat up in this bed because she knew Larry was getting ready to come in that room. She sat up in this bed and manufactured them fake behind. That's it, Auntie Cheryl. Why she ain't got no tears? She sat up looking at him. If she was really going to cry, women go and cry in the shower or they turn over in bed, cover themselves up and cry without their man looking at them. Ain't that what we do? That's what I do. She looked just like a raggedy hand dog. Ain't even tried to see the baby, ain't invited Jaden them over, none of that found Tread way, none of it.
You don't have any idea?
I'm clueless right now. Why you crying?
You don't have any idea. She literally want this man to guess why she was crying. She might be. I don't care. She still need to be there.
Because you don't want me to go to the graduation and you're agreeing with Shara? You don't know. You don't understand, Larry. You think this is just about me being petty about Shara. It's not. Okay? Yeah, I despise that woman, but I love Brooke. And you should know that by now.
So you tell me
you cannot hate this girl's mama. Cannot say you despise her and say you love that girl. It don't work like that. It don't work like that at all.
Despise Shara, yet Brooke knows you despise Shara. Yet instead of trying to be peaceful just for one day
Which is what I want to do.
for one day just to go there and praise
Thank
Brooke
you,
and
King
celebrate
James.
Brooke.
We try to work it to the idea.
Shara has an idea that says she feels that you're gonna come in and destroy it. You're gonna mess with the whole graduation by being you, by taking over, talking over people.
She's taking away my only
Yes,
opportunity
And I
to see the only child I've ever been able to have a hand in raising. We lost our child. We lost our child, Larry.
So
I will never have that opportunity ever. And now you're taking this opportunity from me about Brooke.
I didn't take anything from you. I told you what Shara said.
I know.
And then you told us, oh, you agree with her. I agree with her action, what she said about your actions. That's what I said.
Larry, you don't understand. I look at it from an outside perspective. You're so cold about this.
I'm not being cold. I'm telling you the truth. See, the thing is, you want me to see it from your perspective, but you're not seeing it from everybody else's.
Yes,
Everybody has the same perspective about you.
I know they hate me. I know that I've caused problems.
Does that not bother you? That
Yes.
people just don't like you?
Yes, and that's why I'm so stressed out. That's why I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to
hold
be
up. Let me
better.
call bullshit on some. Excuse my language. Here's what I'm trying to say, and I'm sorry I was answering Riri. Listen. She said, that's why I am so stressed out. I thought she was so stressed out because Larry had her stressed out. So she's stressed out about Larry. She's stressed out because she don't know why folk don't like her. I got to get back this baby thing.
About your actions. That's what I said.
Larry, you don't understand. I look at it from an outside perspective. You're so cold about this.
I'm not being cold. I'm telling you the truth. See, the thing is, you want me to see it from your perspective, but you're not seeing it from everybody else.
About the baby,
Peaceful, just for one day, or for
sorry.
Want to do?
for one day, just to go there and praise Brooke and celebrate Brooke. Shara has an idea that says she feels that you're gonna come in and destroy it. You're gonna mess with the whole graduation by being you, by taking over, talking over people.
She's taking away my only opportunity to see the only child I've ever been able to have a hand in raising. We lost our child. We lost our child.
We lost our child. We lost our child. Look how this joker looking at her. Look how Larry is looking at her. It does scream, get your life, Monique. It does. Look at how he is looking at her. Like, he's looking at her like, here you go with this bull. Like, this woman wasn't never pregnant. He don't believe she was pregnant. Which makes me wonder, was the baby that she had, if she really was pregnant, was it Larry's? It sure was Sheila Rizzo, and I'm glad it was over. I'm glad. First time you heard that was in Montana. That's what I'm saying. Now that's all she keeps saying. He look like
I will never have that opportunity ever. And now you're taking this opportunity from me.
Go get your life, adopt your own baby, and you can have all the milestones you want. It's plenty of children need a home.
About Brooke.
I didn't take anything from you. I told you what Shara said.
I know.
And then you told us, oh, you agree with her. I agree with her action, what she said about your actions. That's what I said.
Larry, you don't understand. I look at it from an outside perspective.
Okay.
You're so cold about this.
I'm not being cold. I'm telling you the truth. See, the thing is, you want me to see it from your perspective, but you're not seeing from everybody else's.
Yes,
Everybody has the same
know.
perspective about you.
I know they hate me. I
I'm
know
doing
that
it
I've
on-
caused problems.
Does that not bother you that
Yes.
people just don't like you?
Yes, and that's why I'm so stressed out. That's why I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to be better, but you turn off your ears and all you do is reflect on my past.
Your past is also your future.
It's not.
It is, Bethany.
I just
just got
want
the
to
hospital.
celebrate Brooke. That's all I want.
That's all I
You-
want.
I don't have my own child to do
You
this
knew
for.
that Brooke was graduating.
I
Yet every
need-
time Charlotte comes around,
Hold
you
on, y'all. I'm gonna post this link. This link is for Auntie Riri and Dina if Dina wants to come up. Because I can't let so many people up, and I don't want to have too many talking. I don't want to have to try to manage too many people talking at once.
find a way to make her feel like she's not the worst mother in the world. You do.
That's not
And as her
true.
biological mother, she's here to celebrate
That is not
her daughter.
true.
And she feel like she don't want you there because of your past.
She has every right to celebrate her daughter, just like I have every right to celebrate my stepdaughter.
See,
I don't have that opportunity with our child.
okay, you're talking about Brooke and a child that
None. No emotional connection whatsoever. None. No connection.
we lost.
She ain't studying up.
But Brooke is here now.
Right.
So you're saying,
And she's the only one that I can have do anything
If you
for.
know Brooke was the only child, then why did you do all the things you've done?
Do you not see that I've been trying? Do you not see that I've apologized? Do you not see that things have calmed down? All you want to do is reflect on the past versus trying to reflect on the good.
It's not the past. You always make things be current.
Oh my
If
God.
it was the past, we could.
I'm so glad.
I don't understand. You do not understand.
You do not understand. You do not understand. That's it, Monique. Girl, get a cat. Look at her face. She wants him to eat that baby stuff up and show her sympathy for losing that baby. She ain't gonna have no sympathy because she ain't never lost no baby. She lying. She lying. Hey, Auntie Riri, let me set us up, girlfriend. Okay.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Girl, it's you. It's you, Sarah. It's you.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. Up here cutting up and cutting the food on the front porch with everybody.
This is where I come for all of my all things Bethany Skid. I come to a young end of the chat.
You do. I'm so glad you come. Thank you for joining us today.
Amen. We're gonna have a good time. A good time. I come through because the rest of the skits it's all over the place.
Yeah, this one sometimes it seems like it's gonna go there, but it don't. It stays
Yep.
right here nice. Chase does I think Chase is still producing these. Chase does a really good job of pissing us off just enough before
Yep.
giving us something that we want.
Yep.
And this is a character that, I was talking to one of my moderators, and we were talking about how she does lose a lot, but
Mhm.
she deserves to lose a lot in her skits.
Mhm.
I watched the skit today with Libby and Sydney. When Sydney went to the door with the recording of Kiki, when Kiki recorded Libby saying that she had she faked the pregnancy.
Mhm.
And I was like, how's she just gonna stand there and wait this woman come back with a knife, with a hammer?
Yeah.
Why you just gonna give her this phone?
Exactly.
It didn't even make sense. That ain't even how we act. So it's like, I'll stay over here. I'll be trying, but I'm gonna stay right here for a little bit longer.
Yep. And it makes you and I have to give you I give props, I give you flowers where you have to get one storyline because if you get
Riri, you cut out, sis. You cut out. I think your connection got a little off. Hey, Dina.
Hey,
Hey. Okay, Riri, you back, girl.
hey,
oh,
Auntie
okay, then
Riri,
that's good.
welcome to the front porch.
Hello, how y'all doing? Thank you for the look. I'm on my front porch, amen. I'm
Amen.
finna tell my son to bring me a chair out here.
Girl, I should pull up the seat, girl.
But
So, Richard,
yeah,
you were saying what now about following one storyline?
following one storyline, because I'm really thinking about just doing just one, even if it don't make sense to me right now. Because when you try to watch them all, it becomes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a hot mess out there. It's like a lot of watch and repeat. And one thing I have to say about the Bethany storyline, it's not so much watch and repeat. Even though we got the
No,
Brittany, I mean
right.
not
It's
the Brittany,
definitely.
the Brooke pregnancy scare. It's not just like everybody else skit, and everybody else it seemed like it's the same storyline, just different people. If that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Mm-hmm. Different packages. Even the storyline. Now, I do keep up with the other storylines to a degree. Like, and sometimes I'll
Hmm.
pull in some of the exciting elements of it. Like, J Diva. J Diva is definitely rinse and repeat with a little bit of a twist because what they're showing us, it took a minute, but I started seeing the twist. Ty is crazy. He's crazy Ty for a reason. The way they
Hmm.
bought him back pissed me off,
Hmm.
but Rico really did a good job in saying to Diva, he's called Ty for a reason. Something is off with him. He ain't right in the head.
Hmm.
And Ty really is crazy. And J Diva is a nut job too. Jocelyn, J Diva was always gonna come out. There was no way J Diva
Hmm.
was gonna come out. Just like
Yep.
Rafi beat that dude up in his apartment in his house. Rico,
Yep.
Rafi, whatever Rafi little alter ego
He
is.
got alter ego for sure.
Yeah, that grizzly bear came
Rocco.
out.
It's somebody. Cause
Yeah.
and that's what I
Mhm.
say too. Like that story, like Mike can watch and repeat some, but he gonna give you some type of little twist that you wouldn't expecting. And that's the point. Like Miss Gladys died.
Uh-oh. Riri, you went out again.
She went out.
Okay, Dina, you jump in there.
I
So
didn't.
Rocco, that's it.
Yeah, Rocco. That's the one I seen the other night where he beat
Yeah,
up. Where he beat up. Ye's boyfriend.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
He got him good.
Ooh.
Okay, Miss Riri's back.
Yep, girl, me and these phones and stuff. Can you hear
I
me now?
understand.
Yeah, we can hear you, Miss Riri.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna go to my first studio, which was the bathroom. Uh, where I could get a good reception. Yeah, I said Mike storylines. Sometimes he'll have that little twist to it, where it might be a little bit like another storyline, and he move it along. The other storylines get frustrating because they either all over the place or they stay stuck. The Bethany storyline, you gonna be entertained if nothing else.
Well, Riri, let me ask you this question about Mike's storyline because you brought up a good point about him. But one of the things that frustrate me about Mike's storyline, Mike Mike should have AIDS by now.
Girl, I have said that.
Indeed.
Now I say that all the time. I've probably even said it this morning about we keep on having these pregnancy scares, but ain't nobody but nothing said about STIs with the whole
Yeah,
cast, because everybody has literally damn near had everybody.
yeah.
And
And
Anthony probably the most hated character on the show, but how many women have Anthony really been with?
he trying to run his numbers up now, but Anthony ain't really been out here with a whole lot of women.
He only been that we seen, we heard, we know that he was, the girl was allegedly pregnant. But other than Ro, Amber, and Shayla, that's three. But then when you think about the chart, when you brought up a good point about AIDS, whatever, it's about who you been with. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like he been with those three, but Ro been with all the main characters,
Yep.
and no shade to her because I love her as an actress and the character role. But and Amber been with all the major people in the show.
Shayla
Plus,
been with Mike.
yeah, Shayla been with Mike. All of them have crossed paths. So it's like somebody pH all to be off or something.
I know, like
Ooh.
Bethany was asking Brooke about a yeast infection, but I'm like, dang, Lauren ain't got no yeast infection. Lisa ain't got no yeast
Baby.
infection.
At least Delicia and Shayla.
Yeah, like
Cause,
they,
Yeah.
cause they're Ema went back to them, back to back in one day.
baby, they ought to be on all the what's that line called? Hers they need to be on all the gummies. Black
Well,
girl vitamins, white girl vitamins, cause they stuff ought to be all over the place.
well, hold on. We're gonna go to this last Bethany skit from last night. The one where she really was trying to like work Larry. She trying to work that hospital thing, y'all.
Oh, and
This
when I say he gave it to her so sweet.
he put it
I
on
have
her.
every right to be there. Do you not see that?
You told what I should see. I told you what Shara said, how she felt. And you, instead of talking about her, you bring it off of me like it's my decision.
Wait, but you sound like you just keep going right back to backing her up on it.
You just before he even showed a sign of backing her up when they were on that couch talking, she accused him of taking her side.
Absolutely.
He didn't say he
A-
took her side. He was just telling her what
Notifying
Shara
her.
said.
Yep.
It wasn't until she saw red when she started to show her true colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, even though he hasn't called it out just yet, Larry knew that hospital stay was some bull.
all day. He knew that when he first walked in there. And
Yep.
the way she grabbed on him.
Ayana, now let me ask you this, and you may have already addressed it on one of your previous shows, whatever. Do you think she was in the hospital for real in real life for something else?
No. So
No.
they said she was in the hospital, but she really wasn't. They she posted somewhere, and I gotta go back and find it because I did see a snippet where she wasn't really in the hospital. They were just able to get this for the show. That's
Oh,
why you
okay.
never saw any doctors coming there. And even the nurse
Gotcha.
that came in, you really didn't see that nurse's
Face. And she had on a mask and everything.
yeah. And that nurse
Okay.
didn't even turn on the machine. She went
Yeah.
and hooked her up, but she didn't turn the machine on.
Okay, because you know we'll make up some theories real quick. You
Oh,
know.
girl, all Bethany needed was a good fart. I wish I had my little thing down here so I could make my fart noises. That's what she needed. She told me, that gas jumped up in her chest and it locked in on you with them Dr. Peppers back there behind her. And something else, I'm gonna call out about that hospital thing. Bethany, if they never take you from straight liquids to full on solids. Doctor usually said we're gonna give her these liquids, then we'll move her to something like mashed potatoes, maybe some grits, maybe some mac and cheese or something soft or soup with a little bit of pasta in it or something. They never move you straight to solid foods. She went from having liquids to having a whole sandwich. And the sandwich that she got in that skit looks like maybe lunch was over and she said, well, I don't want a lot of food. Just bring me a sandwich. And that's what they brought her. Because if they were going to bring her solids, they would have bought her a whole tray of solids.
Gotcha.
So she this is what I think. I think she went to the urgent care. Urgent care said wasn't nothing wrong with her. And then she took herself to the
To the
emergency.
ER.
To the
But
ER.
you know what threw me off though? That Larry said her car was at home. So I was like, how did she get to the
One
how
of
did
That
the
was everybody's question, and it was her mama. Because her mama went back and informed her dad that she was in the hospital. Her mama had already been there.
okay. That would make sense. Cause I thought I had put in my mind, I was like, maybe she was getting cause she done lost all that weight, and sometimes you have to get skin,
skin
you know,
graft. I mean,
yeah,
tightening.
skin removal, yeah.
Nah, that chick wasn't in
Okay,
no hospital for real. That chick,
okay. Look, I done
they
made up a whole story in my mind.
they don't. And
That
then
chick went and pulled all the linen off the bed, disarrayed all the pillows, called her mama, and went straight. I don't even think she went to urgent care. I think she went straight to the hospital.
Lynn Biley just
Mm,
asked that question. Why was the sheets off the bed and the blankets off the bed? Did she go crazy? Yes, she did.
yes, she did.
This is what I think happened. When Bethany called Larry, or one, when she couldn't get Larry on the phone, when they were out taking pictures and she kept blowing up his phone,
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't get him on the phone. She started having a panic fit, not a panic attack, but she started acting out. This is my
Crashing
Had a
out.
tantrum, as she usually do.
Crash
right,
out.
like she crashed out. Then she went extra crazy when she did get him on the phone, and she was like, "Well, did you take her to LSU?" Like, why would I do that? When Larry didn't give her what she wanted by taking that girl to LSU. Thank you, Looney, for being a member for 6 months. Yep, she didn't have no special diet. It was for a test.
Mm-hmm.
when Larry didn't give her what she wanted on that phone, and when he said, "I don't," when she said, "Well, I can," he said, "Do you have anything else to say?" She said, "I can keep talking." He said, "No, I don't want you to keep talking. I got too much to do. I'm about to get on this grill." That pissed her off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what sent her crazy, and that's how that bedroom got torn up.
Mm.
She ended up calling her mama, and her mama came and got her and took her somewhere. But I do not believe that Bethany really had a health scare.
She did.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Cause I
I
seen
do.
that was not the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Auntie.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all because I ain't been on here before. Y'all, I got ADHD, so when something hit my mind, I just jump out there. It
That's
ain't no
all we do.
That's
disrespect.
right.
That's all
So
we
I
do.
apologize.
You good, Riri. That's what we be doing. Let's see.
It's like,
You know what? The honest truth is, I do back her up, and hear me out on this, Bethany. Every single occasion we've ever had, if it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, you make a mockery out of everything.
I don't. I
You
don't.
do.
It is not my intention to make mockeries out of it.
Is that your favorite word? Not my intention. That's your favorite phrase? Not my intention. It wasn't my intention for Christmas. It wasn't my intention for this. It was my. It's never your intention, but your intentions always do these things.
She said that's her favorite word. That's her favorite
Yep.
phrase.
It
Not
is.
not my intention. Not my intention.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, Lord.
So
Yeah.
it's intentional.
Okay, Larry.
It's intentional for you for not to be your intention.
Okay, Larry, you and Shara got your way. Okay, I won't go. I'll just sit here. I'll stay at the.
Okay, now this part right here. This is when she flipped. Because her face started to dry up a little bit, which it wasn't when she was forcing them tears. The few that failed. But when he started calling her out about her intentions, when she started that thing about it, she's done this before, but
Mm-hmm.
not crying like she's now. When she was crying about or whining about not being wanted in Montana, it's not my intentions. It's not my intentions. It's just not right. It's not my intentions. Whenever people start calling her out about what she says her intentions are versus what she actually shows the world, she wants to shut it down and she wants to fall back.
And
She
she
didn't.
did the exact same thing when he was talking about going to New Orleans.
Yes,
She
she
said
did.
the exact same thing. It's not my intention to go down there and mess up the trip. It was your intention because the moment you found out that Shara was going, you stopped breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Sign
That's
number one. This is your attention. And what took Larry over was to make him say, "No, you can't go." Is when she was in the bathroom hollering, "The stress, I'm gonna pick up tomorrow." Cause he know she going with that foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Riri, you got something to say? Before I click
No,
back.
I was gonna say this is just like I always talk about. I be focused more on the Anthony and Amber skits, but I always say Bethany is the perfect example of a female narcissist.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
she
She
she is
is.
textbook covert. The smear campaign making people think Shara was so bad, Lynette's so bad, everybody's bad, never taking acknowledgement. Then she'll go buy them stuff, love bombing. She is the perfect example of the female version of a narcissist.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Like
ma'am.
textbook.
Mm-hmm. And she's also, in my opinion, a sociopath.
Yeah, bipolar or sociopath. She's because she has the manic episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Monique
two
Lake,
things were true.
extreme narcissist.
Yep.
Let's keep
House,
going.
and I don't know, have me a few homemade margaritas and just watch the graduation ceremony.
That's when she flipped.
I want her to do that though. I
Yeah,
love Drunk Bethany. Drunk Bethany is a hoot.
yeah, but
This drunk Bethany is gonna go show out. Either at
right,
that
Baby,
ceremony or at Shara's house. This drunk Bethany finna show out.
I
right.
want it.
But listen, y'all, listen how she flips. Watch the flip. See, Riri, there's always a time when Bethany, when she can't get her way or her manipulation doesn't work, she flips. And right
Bingo.
here, we see a flip.
Okay, Larry.
It's intentional for you for it not to be your intention.
Okay, Larry, you and Shara got your way, okay? I won't go. I'll just sit here. I'll stay at the house and I don't know, have me a few homemade margaritas and just watch.
That's the flip.
Yep. That mania.
That's the mania. So
Yeah.
now when she said, okay, Larry, she immediately started thinking of what something she's gonna do. This chick getting ready to do something. If not at graduation, she gonna go over to Shara house and she finna show her ass.
And show turn it up.
I think it's what I mean, what's called it? I think she's more bipolar than anything. Because she has those extreme highs and extreme lows.
Yeah, but Auntie Riri, let me ask you this question. Most bipolar people, they have extreme highs and lows over a period of time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like in a single conversation, she's either gonna be low or she gonna be high. Bethany's low that you've been seeing lately, that little demure, oh, blah 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 blah, and Larry, and that's not my that part of Bethany. That part of Bethany is fake. That's not who she really is.
Mm-hmm.
That's her when she's trying to. That's her
Manipulate the
entry.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She
her.
more narcissist than anything, but I think she on the spectrum somewhere. But I ain't trying to diagnose her or nothing. But
But
she got mental illness. I'll put it like that.
Yeah,
just like
we
just
all can
like
say she got mental
just
illness.
like her daddy told her, you get out of control when you're not in control.
Control.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. And right
And
now,
it's
she can't control this. And what I love about this scene is that dream catcher.
Yes, I've always noticed the dream catch. Yep.
Looney has a theory that it's over a period of time. She has a personality disorder, but not bipolar. I can see a personality disorder, and the reason I say that is because she can't get her way.
Yeah.
And once she realized she can't get her way, she has very distinctive tales.
yep.
Christy, the actress, is very good at
She
showing
book. She bad. She.
because one of her tales is this: when she shuts down and she does this,
Mm-hmm.
at that moment she's gonna do that tonight. That at that moment she getting ready to like tear into somebody. She did it with Lynette. She did it. She did it with Lynette both at Christmas and in Montana. She did it with She did it with Larry when she was arguing and she called Brooke the hoe that night.
Mm-hmm.
She's done it with her dad. She's done it with Greg. She's done it with
Done it
Tate.
with Charo.
She's done it with Shara. Is when she
Mm-hmm.
does this, that's when she gets ready to go off on one of her tears.
That's why I think she. That's why I'm bringing it back to say I think mental. She a spectrum. She got check marks on everything. She need to go to the doctor. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
She does. Well, remember when she went to crying in that office after she called those girls nappy headed?
Mm-hmm.
Her dad was going off and cussing her out. And this is when Greg was still trying to take up for her.
Mm-hmm.
Greg said to her, Bethany, I think you may need to go somewhere and get some help.
Yep.
And she was like, she snapped on Greg at first. But then when she realized her dad was really going to tear off into her behind by her actions, then she like, I think I need some help. It's like Greg supplied her with the perfect excuse for how she was acting. And the
Always.
tool to use
Yep.
to create a pity party moment.
Perfect. Yep.
Always. And she used that a lot against Larry because the first thing she'll say, I see red, he told her to see blue. Then she'll turn around and say, I got PTSD. How you gonna keep marking this man? That's the one thing I really don't like about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stop marking this man. You know he has it for real, and you try to use his mental illness against him.
So then, Auntie Riri, here's the question. When someone does that, is that narcissism? Is that a
Sociopath.
thing?
But see,
Because you're taking something that you know is a serious issue for one person, and you're using that same thing against that person. It's gaslighting for sure.
she
But
narcissistic for sure. I think that's her main trait. But I think she got a speck of some other stuff in there. A little bit of because before we knew these names for this stuff, Everybody got a little bit of everything. Everybody got a little bit of narcissism. You love bomb at some point in your life. If you did something wrong, you might sweet talk your way. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. That's love bomb. But that don't make you a narcissist though. But her and Anthony, to me, on the checklist, they check all the boxes for narcissist because Bethany, I like to say she's a hell of an actress. I put it like that. She is a good actress. She one of the best on Skitland to me. Cause she gonna draw you in with that emotion. She gonna take you high, low, I hate you. She's a great what they call it,
Antagonist.
dang, antagonist, and they call it
Definitely that.
she's a method actor. Like she does the body language, and it like you're able to, based on you following her, able to put in perfect words her actions and her body language. That's a bad actress right there.
Like you can find, her tails, and she keeps her tails consistent. But I
Exactly. She
do like
don't.
what
She's not
Looney,
all over the place.
but I do like what Looney just said here. She's calculating, like she's in her
Yes.
right mind. Right now, she's calculating what it is that she's getting ready to do. When she got quiet, her getting quiet is essentially the same as saying, I got something for you.
Yep.
That's what it
And
is. And the thing with Larry is Larry can now see it. What did not help Bethany was when she was at the hospital and when Larry came to pick her up, her dad is saying
Daddy,
to Larry, you got to take care of when she gets home. And pretty much you're the reason she like this.
Yeah.
And she thought she had some people on her side because when she first started saying it, Bethany was doing this. Then when Larry hit him with the okie doke, oh, you mean like you did when you were keeping her secret about being in Miami?
Miami.
When you
You
told me
told me about Miami.
Bethany was she didn't know what to do with herself because she felt like, oh, my daddy here, my daddy gonna make him act right, my daddy gonna get him some get right now.
Because that's
Yeah.
what you use her daddy for.
Yep.
Mhm.
I love this about this storyline too, of compared to the Anthony Amber skit, because they two different spectrums. I like
Mhm.
the way that they're letting Anthony now have I mean, no, sorry, not Anthony. Larry have a backbone now
Mhm.
versus continue to be submissive or continue to let her get her way and things like that. And it's not even a tech, and he's doing it, even though if he had the opportunity, we don't know, but without the cheating factor. And I like the fact that they're doing it that way, like to call you out each and every time you do it versus let it build up.
Mhm. 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 But I don't think he's far from cheating though.
Yeah,
Now, he
okay,
ain't
because
far from it.
the brother
No.
been knocking on the door.
And what I like about this too, sometimes if you're watching like a gangster show or whatever, or watching a show with some, okay, Ocean's 8 is the perfect example.
Oh,
This
I
is
love that.
Ocean's 8. We wanted these women to actually succeed in their caper, right?
Yep. Yep.
This storyline does a really good job of making us hate Bethany so much that we want Larry to succeed.
Exactly.
We would not be mad at Larry if he cheated,
You
even though
cheating.
cheating is cheating. If he did go there, I don't want him to go there with Shar right now because I don't want Shar to be reduced to a side piece. But at the
Yes.
same time, I want him to go there right now because I want Shar to be like, I'm gonna take my man back.
I like the Chase do just enough. Like even with him, I don't like the him, Maggie, and Candace thing, but Chase will do just enough to take it there, but not go there. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the other skits are missing, that restraint part. Where
Mm-hmm.
you can, everybody, you might have a thought about cheating on your spouse. You may have a thought of this and that, but do you actually do it or not?
Right. Now, a skit that's showing some of that right now is the DC and Erica skit.
With D,
With
Mm-hmm.
yes.
D, yeah, D, not DC, the D skit.
Mm-hmm.
D is very good. I hate they making our frat look stupid on here. I'm just gonna be honest.
I
But
do too.
meaning DC look,
Dumb.
I want to claim him as a secret. But when D, I thought for sure I had got excited. Oh shoot, Erica finna get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when I saw that
The next skit.
the next skit, I was disappointed. Like I like, nah, she ain't doing that, all that, and she ain't doing that. But then I respected it. I came right back around to respecting the fact that they didn't go there.
Yeah.
The fact that Erica is still putting brakes on it to a degree, but she also flirting and letting him know this what you missing out on because you can't seem to keep your penis in your pants from these other chicks.
I hate that they even flipped that storyline though. That's one of the I'm very disappointed in that storyline.
Why?
Cause they making D out to be, you went from a gangster to being one of the good, well, somewhat good guys, because he was like with Momo, still,
Right.
straddling the fence or whatever.
Mhm.
But it's like now you making him like a womanizer, and him and Erica, to me, that just don't fit. And I don't want, don't mess up that friendship. Everybody doesn't have to have sex and cross the line for the storyline to pop. And I would just like to see that happen. Like, why do we, and we know reality is people do it, but it's just like it's overly and there are no consequences. Like even with Bethany, if Bethany has a true break, and even if she go to another show or whatever, show her getting some help. Don't just show these people doing this and there's absolutely zero consequences.
Yeah, but see, Bethany's still losing. Bethany, unlike Shayla, now we see Shayla's lose. She's getting some karma, right? We had that
Yeah.
discussion, I think, on one of your
Hmm.
lives. Shayla
Yeah.
is getting some karma. It may not look how we want it to look, but she's
Exactly.
getting
But
some.
she definitely getting it.
Right.
Yep.
But she don't know she getting it.
Yep.
Whereas
Because
Bethany and
She
Lord,
getting it.
my moderator pointed this out to me. Bethany is definitely losing quite a bit in this
Hmm.
storyline.
she
Um,
is. And that's the same thing I said about Shara when I said all that disrespect Bethany was giving Shara, and all that name calling and jab calling and this, that, and the other. And
Hmm.
because Shara is on probation,
what you
I
say?
ain't gonna hit her with my hands, but I'm gonna hit her where it hurt. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
stop her from going through all of Brooks' milestones. I
Hmm.
Right.
could do that.
What is
Because
it?
Bethany once told her, you ain't never got to worry about Larry doing anything for you ever again.
Yep.
That's when she was in that apartment and he bought her
Mm-hmm.
that couch.
Yep.
Ever since that couch, he done bought her a
Y'all
TV
keep talking.
and,
Hold on. Keep talking.
and put his name on the whole house.
Hmm.
So what's next? Let's shake it up with Brooke. And now I'm gonna keep you from going to the college. I'm
Yep.
gonna keep you from going to the graduation.
Yep.
What it is? It ain't
And
no.
that's why I say that's why I kept saying she ain't got to never hit her because she hitting her where it hurt real
Mm-hmm.
bad. And you
Yep.
done took all the Larry's, all the Larry control that Bethany had over her. Shard done wiped it all out.
She
Yep.
was the antidote for Larry and
Yep.
for Brooke. And then, like I said, throw in Destiny, throw in Pernell, throw in the aunt and the cousin.
Yep.
Him getting reconnected with family. That's why family is so important
Yep.
because getting reconnected with his family reconnected him with his culture and the things that he missed and mattered to the most. And I love that about how they brought that in and telling that story without like just straight up calling it out. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Yep.
lie,
And
y'all
even
know what twist I would love, and I think it would be hilarious. I would love to see drunk Bethany end up with Pernell. I think that'll be the funniest
woo,
thing ever. Cause I can
woo.
see, as strong minded and crazy as she is, I can see Pernell putting her in her place and her obeying Pernell. I don't know why, but that's in my writer's mind.
It
Did
would
I?
have to be a
That would be
character
funny to
like
me.
Pernell. It can't be Pernell because
I
Pernell
want
Larry
Pernell.
brother. It
I
can't
want.
be. That's
I
her.
want
That's his
Pernell.
brother. Mm.
That would be. I mean, cause we done crazy stuff in Skillet. Yeah, boy, it would be wrong, but it would be so funny to me.
I
All
can't.
right. Pernell say he don't do snow bunnies. He do
He
lot
don't do
lizards.
snow bunnies.
And that's what would make it funny.
He don't do snow bunnies. Mm-mm,
He
mm-mm.
don't do snow bunnies. He do lot
Mike,
lizards.
Mike didn't either.
But Mike could stick anything that moved though.
Yeah,
Pernell seems to have some type of
that's just getting
moral
disgusting. Like I say, when they go back from one to other, like Delicia going back and forth and Amon going back and forth, it gets nasty at a point where it's
It
just like
does.
disgusting.
It
it
looks
gets
nasty.
it gets nasty, it looks nasty, and it makes me wonder like
It make me
when
itch.
you land with him, you don't think he was just laying with my girlfriend, my buddy last night?
And that last time he
And
didn't even take no bath before we came. I mean,
not now time. So I know you smelling her perfume, but then I had to think about it because Amber gave Delicia that hug that time and
Mm-hmm.
smelled that perfume on Anthony. and she
Mm-hmm.
went and bought Shayla that perfume. They wearing the same perfume,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
so you can't even tell her the difference.
But you know if he done it because he went and took a shower after that last night, he backdoored it. But he still came and was up under her and kissed her before he went there. So what all you do with Shayla? I'm just saying. It's
This
just
is
getting
who. Come
it's
on,
just getting
Marie.
all
I'm
disgusting.
sorry. This is who they need to put him with. Put Bethany with
The
the
HOA man.
Yes.
HOA man.
That will be funny. That will ooh, that would be funny. And
Oh
that's why I'm like, if
Lord.
y'all gonna let them cross the line, let us get some humor out of it. If they go cross the line, that would be hilarious.
It would just be hilarious for Bethany to get good and drunk because she can't go to graduation. The HOA man come over to the
Come
house,
on.
bothering her, talking trash. She said, "Come on in and get a drink." They get a drink, and then him and her cross the line. Larry come home and catch him laid up in his bed and beat the brakes off him and put her out. That
That
would
would
be like
that
that
would be
would be every
funny.
time for
No,
me.
it would have to be a build up. That now that one could be a secret for a while. So that would be hilarious. And to see her bow down, Larry be like, why the hell she bowing down to the HOA man? That would be HO. Okay, that's funnier than Panel. HOA man, that
The
would be it.
HOA man is it
You
much
win,
much
you
better
win, you
than
win a prize for that one. That would be funny.
the HOA man and Bethany. Especially when I'm talking about some
Wow.
mayonnaise on your
On the
shoulder.
elbow.
Oh, you got some mayonnaise on your shoulder, on your elbow now, huh?
Ooh, that'd be funny.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Melissa. I don't know what time graduation is today. It could be any time, so we just gonna watch the skits because depending on which graduation they use to kind of infuse Brooke them into, those graduations likely happened last week here. So it could be any time of day to day. They may make it more in the evening time because Shara did say the graduation dinner, which would be after graduation. So I would say it may be anywhere between 4 and 6 o'clock, possibly.
I'm gonna tell you what wasn't realistic this week, and you just made me think about it. You have to order your cap and gown weeks before graduation. So the twins should have known weeks before graduation that they weren't graduating.
Them girls knew 3 months ago they weren't
So they
finna
weren't
graduate.
graduating.
They
They
knew
knew
that
it.
3 months ago.
They
And
said
you
3 months
are
ago.
right. You are right. They don't make they now.
They would have
Avery,
told them
you're right.
before
They
then.
would have
Yeah.
told them two. They would have told them at least 2 weeks before
Yep.
graduation they weren't marching, and they would have already had ordered their caps and gowns.
Yep. Your ring
Um,
took pictures. Do you think they gonna try to crash it?
that's what they said they're gonna do. They said they're finna crash Cameron party.
Boy, this gonna be funny.
That is too crazy.
So you got
Some
two.
I
some
was
wrong
you
with
sitting
them.
up while you seeing you got one project you need to be done so you can graduate. But no, you sitting your butt on the van with your attitude trying to show Brooke life instead of showing your life. Get on the laptop and get your stuff done. That's what
Yep,
Yep.
I understood. Y'all could make up all your work at home.
Yep.
Even if you
yep.
go to school and clown.
Yep.
Well, they didn't even take advantage of credit recovery. So they have a credit recovery days to help them. They want to do everything they can to make sure you graduate here because that's going to mess up their numbers.
Yep.
And if their numbers get messed up, all these teachers ain't signed their contract yet. Contracts come out in May, like late, I think like around April or May. Their teaching
Hmm.
contracts come out usually. All of them ain't signed no contract. All of them ain't been offered their contract yet. Some of them contracts is pending. So if them kids don't graduate, that could mess them up.
And
They
Yep.
not
will
only that,
graduate.
I don't just blame them twins. I blame their mama too because again, 3 months ago they did tell Lucretia, your this one is missing two and this one is missing one.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of keep asking them, are y'all keeping y'all work up? This is the time to ground. No, get with the school.
Mm-hmm.
Even the assistant principal told her we need to get together so we can get them out
She wanted to go to the school and show up like she had pulled with the
with the principal.
board and the principal. And the principal act like he was scared of, but the other day, that principal was like,
Oh, he was waiting for a moment.
he
He
was
got
waiting.
it.
He just needed a moment.
He was waiting. But that was crazy. And he talking about they don't want to do this. I said, try find him a pole.
That's what I said.
Find
Send
him
them
a
the white
pole.
strokers or the blue flame.
Shoot.
Cause that's about where they gonna end up at. So they told me they want to be rappers so bad.
And how you tell your mama, I ain't gotta graduate. I'm gonna get pregnant by a billionaire.
That's what I'm saying.
Child, I would have been doing backflips telling my mama.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I had to call. I made sure we went over everything with them. The superintendent and the AP and all them. But them girls, they special. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they good and special.
They
Hmm.
raised by a special one.
Mhm. Let's get back to Bethany crying, y'all.
The graduation ceremony from the living room. I'll just log into YouTube and find a way to watch it here.
You want me to feel sorry for you now because you're crying? I'm serious. I mean, I'm being 100% honest. You want me to feel sorry for you, that you're
Where does
crying?
your heart go? You never used to be cold
Bethany,
like this.
You want to be honest? You have broken my heart more times than I can imagine. Can I can count?
Oh,
Yes, the stuff I had to put up with,
always.
the stuff. No. You don't talk about broken hearts. I have defended you. I supported you.
Okay,
I have been there for
Jerry.
you every step of the way. But every time I do that, you find a way to make it be something else.
You're right.
So yeah, my heart has been broken a lot. I'm tired of being broken. So I'm getting broken no more.
Tired.
Not by you, not by Shara, not by Lynette, not by nobody.
I cannot deal with any more screaming.
So
I
It was
cannot
at
deal.
that point right there.
Go ahead, Dina.
It
Call
was
it
at that point right there when I said Larry's the GOAT. Cause he baited. All he did was bait her.
out. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And she made her own decision not to go.
Mm-hmm.
I said Larry to go. Cause he did that with her when they were going to NOLA. All he
Mm-hmm.
said
Yep.
was Shara's
Strategic.
name
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
let her win on the rant. But this time he didn't have to come back and say you ain't going because she made her own self not go.
Yep, she
I
did.
said you the GOAT. Now, Larry was the GOAT. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah. Because, like I say, he killed like 2 or 3 birds with one stone. One,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
he gets her not to go, protecting his peace. He ain't got to deal with him. He can enjoy himself for the night. 2, he kept Brooke. It keeps Brooke from having the weight of her decision about letting Bethany come on her shoulders if Bethany show out. And 3, it gave Shara what she wants.
But you know,
Okay.
but you know what my original thought before, because I hadn't watched them all today. That's why I say I come here to get caught up. Uh, at first I was like, that was kind of heartless for them not to let. And she did help raise her, but to not go to the actual graduation, and she has funded things and stuff for her. So I did have mixed emotions about her actually attending the graduation because she was an instrumental part of her life.
My whole thing, Riri, was that I think it's Brooke's decision whether or not she go.
Yeah, not
That's
Shira,
what
but
my thing is.
Brooke. If
To
Brooke
the
told me not to go,
graduation.
I would be hurt. But Brooke
To-
ain't told her, to my understanding.
right. But for me, it's Brooke's decision whether she
Hmm.
attends the graduation. Because they give out tickets. So if Brooke get her a ticket, she coming. Period. Point blank. However, it is not her decision and not her right to be at Shara's house for the graduation dinner.
Yep, that's true.
That's Shara's house.
And
Great.
that,
Yep.
yeah, that was pretty much everyone's stance. That it was Brooke's decision. But the way Larry set it up, oh man, you got to get homeboy a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she did that
Because
to
in
herself.
our aspect, not the I mean, I respect the fact that she was there for her, but it's just the way she kept displaying Shara that bothers me because I'm a mom. Well,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna keep displaying me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She keep
Mm-hmm.
displacing her. That ex-wife. Why you keep calling the ex-wife say Brooks' mom?
Yep.
Let that run across your tongue a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Yana, let me ask you this. Look, all things Bethany. Do you think that she really is? I think she pregnant.
Who?
Who?
Brooke? Brooke?
Nah, I don't want
Nah,
to get pregnant.
she ain't pregnant.
I'm gonna tell you
Because
what
you because you know because at first it's like some people spot.
yeah, some people do spot. Some people have full on periods while they're pregnant.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what's wrong with Brooke.
Mm.
I think Bethany was feeding her the birth control pills. That was what I said from the
Oh,
very beginning. When she
Ayana, that's
took them pills,
good.
that's what she was gonna do. She was gonna force feed that girl them birth control pills. We have
That's
not seen it.
good.
We've seen the birth control pills come up in a few skits since that where they've been shown on the counter. Bethany
That's
bought birth
good.
control pills up again the other night once Brooke got her cycle and Bethany, quote unquote, realized Brooke hadn't had her cycle. But if you go back and look at those skits, Bethany was like, "You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor. What? Because she missed her period." I
Oh,
think
girl, they need us as writers.
when she
That's
went
good.
on that when she went on that trip to Louisiana and Bethany didn't go,
Mm-hmm.
that's when that lag was there. Because think about it, Riri. All those women on took birth control pills. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
When you take birth control pills, if you want to not have that week, that placebo week when they just got them sugar pills in now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That
Come on.
placebo week, if you keep taking your pills, skip them pills and go right to the next packet and continue taking, likely you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna have your cycle.
Uh-huh. Ooh, girl, that's good.
What did Bethany claim she heard, or what did she have here? She have heard Brooke and Isaiah on the phone talking about them hooking up after prom,
Mm.
which was before they went to Panama City. It was what about a month before they went to Panama City, right?
Yeah,
Gina?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So then that would have, and that's when Bethany went and got them pills.
yes,
She said
yeah.
she wasn't gonna take them. But what if Bethany went and bought more pills? Let Larry keep the one that he think he done took from her, right? Bought more pills and started crushing them up. Because at that CVS, Bruce, she wasn't taking them pills, and Bethany said, we'll see. We'll get them to you some way. It's some way she worded it. Where she was saying, implying that she was gonna take them one
She
way or
said we'll give them to you one way or
we'll get
another.
them to you one way or the other.
Oh,
So
that's
for
good.
me, I've been stuck on that for months. Now, whether they actually gonna go with that or not, I don't know. Thank you, Keisha, for being a member for 4 months.
And
Um,
I don't know who all in our comments, Yana, because I seen this morning on
mhm,
Facebook on one of them little AI, the little AI, and
mhm,
then they do their little comments, and they
mhm,
had
Mm-hmm.
the way Brooke was throwing up in the sink after the graduation. And
mhm.
see, and Larry was like, we need to take her to the doctor. And Bethany was in the background talking about she'll be all right.
Yep.
Mm.
I say
I don't
something
like
wrong
them
with
AI
that.
things, but I mean, hey.
That was good, Yana. That was a good because
I,
that would make because you know what didn't make sense to me with the bathroom scene is
mhm.
because she said I normally get them like she know when they come. Why you don't have enough if you normally get them when you know her period's supposed to come on?
I think she took them.
Mm,
I think
And
ooh,
that was
Bethany
the
took them.
cringiest scene ever. Why you know about
yeah.
these girls, period?
Cause see, here's my thing. I
Mm,
don't
mm,
know
mm.
when my daughter. I know my daughter has a period. That's enough for me. When she have it, it'll be because she said, "Mom, I need something." Okay, cool, I got you. But other
Right.
than that, I ain't sitting around counting the days
Telling
for
them
the
about
damn cycle.
right.
One thing is you don't have to because when women are in the house together, typically they cycle sync up.
If that happens, she's an extreme narcissist. Like, but you know what? The places that she's going right now, if you look up like the narcissistic stuff, what
Mm-hmm.
she's under, like with Anthony, they go through what they call like the narcissistic attack. And so with that attack, that's why she sent herself to the hospital because they go to extremes when they feel like they losing control.
What did
And that
Anthony
would
do? Go to the hospital.
Yep, he went to the hospital, even though he done had them before, but he started doing everything he do like became extreme with his insults became extreme.
Yeah.
Except Amber started hitting back because when they think they lose and they will lose, like when he went, one of his extremes was kidnapping Wayne to go look for her. It's
Mm-hmm.
like they go for extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, when she wasn't clapping back, like Larry clapping back now, he didn't care where Amber was.
Mm-mm.
He wasn't that concerned.
He
But
wasn't
when he
concerned about her at all.
exactly, but it's when they think they losing that they go to these extremes, and oh my God, that will be excellent. That's a tight girl. You done said something. You done said a mouthful.
Thank you for the super chat, Keisha, so much. Thank you. And we love having you on the front porch. It is lit today, ain't it? It's lit, lit.
Good. And
Um,
Bethany has been through the extreme. And I
yes.
mean real extreme. You know about this girl, period. You watching this girl everywhere she go,
Mm-hmm.
overstep many boundaries.
Even Destiny said it was weird that Bethany was that engaged in Brooks' period.
Period.
Yep, yep.
And she kept
Ooh,
saying, Do you need to go to the doctor? I have to go to the doctor. I can schedule you an appointment. I can go to the doctor. I can schedule an appointment. You're sure? Even when Brooke said, just leave it alone, you're overstepping again. When she was supposed to be walking away, Bethany said, go take your melatonin or something, go sleep. She said, that's what I'm trying to do. Bethany started on, and she still turned around and said, but if you need me to make the appointment, like she was so into trying to get this girl to go to the
It's
doctor.
a, right. And
Oh, this
I
is so
even talked
good.
to the doctor for you. Well, what?
Oh, this is good. This some good stuff. I ain't lying. It's good. Cause if she went to that extreme, that would be a good exit way from the skids. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that's extreme.
She done went as far as telling this girl she'll stop her daddy from taking care of her.
And see,
Yep. Yes.
that would discredit Shara too if she was pregnant, or even if there was a pregnancy scare to say that she didn't get pregnant or have sex under my watch. She did it under
Right.
your
But she
watch.
right. But she did have the pregnancy scare. Nobody just don't know about the
Oh,
scare.
Mm-hmm.
But her, Destiny, Isaiah. Now, Kyra and Lucretia know about the scare. They don't know it's Brooke that had the scare.
Mm-hmm.
Lucretia did say, could it be Brooke when Kyra brought it to her? But Kyra don't think, Brooke a good girl. She wouldn't do that. Good
Yeah.
girls the worst ones.
You know
yeah,
what
you
I'm hating
hired
about? What I'm hating about what they're doing to the Destiny character. Cause Shira always be clapping at Duchess or whatever. But so far, other than getting crunk every now and then, Destiny made a full 360. That little girl, she was the only one dressed for the college tour. That
Mm-hmm.
white dress she had on, everybody else, they wasn't dressed for the occasion and stuff. And her mannerisms and everything, even her not being a wild child, like being out there as far as, trying to cross the line, she be telling Destiny some good stuff, but nobody gives her credit. And Shira so up in I do want Shira to come down from that
Mm-hmm.
because she's so hard on Duchess and Destiny, but really Destiny did make a 360.
I
that
think
is true.
I think the graduation dinner, there are a lot of secrets that are about to come out.
They saved him to the last of the month too.
Yeah, and we
Yep.
right here at the end, so they can get
Yep.
them good numbers in right at the
Y-
end.
That part.
I think, I think, I think graduation dinner is gonna get turned up. It's gonna get lit. I think Bethany is gonna have a huge part to play in that. Because we got to get ready for her swan song. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do think that it feels like they're dragging it, but I know they got to drag it until she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're also getting ready to transition Shara. I think they're getting ready to make us not like Shara.
As the expert on this, do you think that anybody else, any female, you the expert, I'm telling you. Do you think any female on that storyline will be able to carry with Bethany? Do you think that storyline will survive Bethany leaving?
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
because
And
see,
Duchess.
okay, so me and one of my moderators was talking, and they are right because I said I think they can carry it, and she was like, "Yeah, they can." One thing that you have to look at, we don't see Bethany's family as much anymore. We saw Bethany's family mostly around that office, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You see more and more of Larry's family. Look at what they're doing. New Orleans was around Larry's family. It
Mm-hmm.
seemed like Bethany as a fish out of water, but it really was around Larry and his family.
Mm-hmm.
Shara, again, Larry's family. The Lynette and Jaden having a baby storyline, again, that's around who? Larry's family.
Larry. Mm.
Bethany's family was like supporting. Yes, Bethany was the main protagonist, main antagonist in the storyline, but they can easily turn somebody else into an antagonist. They can do something like say, okay, Lynette decide, you know what? I want Larry back.
Lynette ain't gonna carry.
I mean,
Now,
no, she's not gonna
Lynette
carry,
can't.
but
She can't replace Bethany.
she can. Lynette and Bethany, in my opinion, are kind of the same person.
They are.
Lynette
Lynette
is
just a little
very
calmer.
controlling.
I'm talking about acting skills.
Oh, acting skills, no, but that doesn't mean she can't get there. Remember, Christy teaches acting up in
Yeah,
Buford,
yeah.
so
She cold.
she can get there. Lynette, if that's what Lynette wanted to do, she could
Mm-hmm.
get there. They could also bring in another character that's a protagonist, or they can bring in a male protagonist. We ain't seen Joel in a while. We ain't seen Cannon Hands or whatever that ugly dude call himself. We ain't
And
seen
if you,
him
I mean,
in a
they
minute.
calling out an antagonist, the HOA, honey, he got that.
Right, he can be the antagonist. So there are a lot of other things that another thing is with Shara. There's a reason why Kyra, because everything Chase does is purposeful.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why Kyra and Lucretia had to be on that trip to New Orleans. There's a reason why they had to be on that Louisiana trip. And I think my bet is one of those women who was supposed to be Shara's friend is going to end up going after Larry. And Shara going to have to fight to shut it down. That's what I think. And I think it's going to be Kyra. That's just what I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
You know what I thought about Kyra too? Kyra's Isaiah mama, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that because I said, what if they end up being stepbrother and sister? I thought about that.
Yeah, but
But
they grown now and they've been in it so long. So them,
yeah,
her and Isaiah being together, it wouldn't be weird.
yeah.
Um,
I just been really trying to wrap my mind around it though for months. Like, can they survive? It would just be like with the main storyline because I felt like what Wayne considered the main storyline with the Shayla, Anthony, and all them, and it was like a week or so that Shayla was oddly missing, and they did
mhm,
a lot of Delicia skits. I just didn't watch it because I felt like they were trying to push her more to the front, and I still think they are. Give her more
Yeah.
skits, give her multiple storylines, but you are who you are with your base, and you can't just force people on to your audience because they may not feel it. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So I'm just wondering, but yeah, it's definitely good. Like I say, I commend him. He keeping us on our toes. But I'm
It
just
definitely is.
and it is good when you wonder what's gonna happen next or who could be that next person instead of being like it's going nowhere. But
Mhm.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that other one, uh, the other one,
I'm
kind of
sorry.
like Bethany, but a little bit laid back is Kaylee.
Yes, but Kaylee, I don't think Kaylee and Shara would clash.
No.
I think Kaylee would clash more with Bethany.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about
Now,
his stepdaughter?
his
Daughter-in-law.
Daughter-in-law.
daughter-in-law. Yeah, I think Kaylee and Lynette will clash a lot because Lynette showed her controlling ways in Montana with
Yeah.
the marriage. The whole thing about trying to get Jaden to marry her. That's why Lynette and Bethany had that argument. Bethany was doing stuff the whole time, but part of the catalyst for the fight for Lynette was that Bethany stepped out of line and started trying to like get to tell old boy he didn't have to marry that gal, which is true. He don't have to marry her, you know. But I do think there are a lot of different ways they can play it, but this family will survive.
It
Long as
will.
Chase don't let it
'Cause that's-
spiral, they'll survive.
and they already showing us they have good times when they go on vacations.
Mm-hmm.
We
The other,
was all looking forward for that, especially that Puerto Rico trip. It was everything.
yeah, and like um Brooke going to LSU, that creates a storyline for her while she's not LSU at Southern University. Sorry, Brooke going to Southern, and possibly Isaiah going to Baton Rouge. That's a storyline that keeps them going,
Yeah.
and potentially for the twins if they go visit. What's his name? Side note: in real life, Lynette is Larry Williams' ex-wife, Jaden's actual mother. Yeah, we know that that's his mother. I don't know that they were ever married. I don't know that Larry. I haven't seen that Larry and Lynette were ever married. They did date each other, and she is Jaden's actual mother. Like I say, they're bringing on this actor's family into these skits, so they definitely have a plan. So that's my thoughts. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's lunchtime. I got on here. It was right before I ate some breakfast. Now it's lunchtime.
We done went lit for real.
I know, right? No, I didn't see her fight, but I'll go and I'll check it out.
I think Auntie Riri gone.
Yeah, I think Auntie Riri gone. I think her mom may be up or something. But anyway, thank you, Auntie Riri and Auntie Riri's crew for checking out the live. It was fun. Dina, you know, girl, we always love to have you come up on the front porch and keep us together on things. And everybody else, it's been a pleasure. Definitely hit that. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button on the way out. If you enjoy what we're putting down over here on the front porch, please hit that subscribe button, share, and swipe the hype too. And until the next skit, y'all know what it is. Peace and hair grease. And I will see y'all on the backhand side.